Hello and welcome everyone, I am Madals and welcome to another StarCraft 2 England cast. Today guys, I've got a Grandmasters game. It is between PulseKane, the red Zerg player in the lower left position, who's up against frostSwarm, the blue Zerg player in the top right. Now, frostSwarm, I've cast a couple of his games before. He is a good player, I like it. And yeah, basically the two of them have obviously played each other previously, judging from that comment. It is a best of one game though, so it is just ladder. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about the strategy. It is Cloud Kingdom. And, well, basically, that means you've got a narrow entrance to your natural. Well, relatively narrow anyway, it's okay. A hatch first is okay, it's quite a long rush distance. Lots of different attack paths, that's really the key thing about this map. You've got the entrance to the natural, the entrance to the third, another entrance to the third, and even in the centre of the map you've got 1, 2, 3 paths through the middle, as well as these 2 outer paths as well, so we might see that come into effect, especially for things like Zergling run-bys. It's near impossible to get your Overlords to cover everything. Best Overlord placement, bang, there. That gives you all the information about anything coming through there or down here. You can also chuck another one up here, that's a good place to see anything coming out that way of their base. Then you pretty much know anything that's coming at you. Good placement, to be honest. Same at your own there, and obviously there is a good place. It's worthwhile sticking some. Where's the other good places? Well, you can stick some around here, just get a good idea around here by the watchtower, though that can be potentially a little bit vulnerable. Across the main attack paths is generally good. If you have one here and one here, that generally is going to pick up everything as well. In terms of strategy from these two, wow, that was a super early pull I should have been paying more attention to. What was that? That was an 11 pull, 10 pull maybe? Well, there's 11 workers out, so I'm going to go with a 12 pull or something. But basically, 8 Zerglings now on their way. This is a lot of aggression coming out. Is the Overlord going to get there to scout it? We will wait and see, but obviously, it's in there. It's going the right way. Are the Zerglings going to come over? Yes, they are. It gets spotted. Completely obvious, and well, this really gives Swarm an absolute eternity to think about how he's going to defend this. He's just got to build a couple of Zerglings and he'll be fine. That base may potentially be forced to cancel, but we'll wait and see. For the time being though, the drones, they're pretty safe. 6 Zerglings on their way. They should be out in plenty of time, especially if Kane decides to wait and attacks that hatchery, which I think would be a mistake, to be honest, because even if he does force the cancel, he's not got his own behind this. In terms of economy, it's 11 to 14 workers, so he is behind there. And at the moment, this hatchery isn't even being forced to cancel it. The Zerglings on their way down, so this is going to be a pretty easy time to defend it. And of course, every time Kane goes back to try and pick off this hatchery, there is the opportunity for Swarm to do it, but he does cancel. Luckily, just in time, that drone could get picked off. But for the moment, this is all looking fine. A queen on the way, 4 more Zerglings coming down. And, well, we've got a bit of aggression. For the moment, these Zerglings are going to just have to play a game of cat and mouse. Who feels the most brave? But this is a big, big all-in at the moment from Kane, who is getting his own hatchery behind this, but he's really stumped his economy quite badly. And he's got to deal some good damage for this to come out well. Gets a surround with quite a few Zerglings there, but unfortunately, Kane out better there in the engagement, and does manage to get away with those Zerglings, but importantly, only 1 worker killed, which means that Kane, while he has pulled ahead now, Swarm actually following up with an awful lot of Zerglings, so he could go for a big counter-attack. He's got speed on the way. Of course, the gas for Kane only just now come down, so that is going to potentially allow an awful lot of damage to be done. Although, interestingly, still 3 drones in gas, and considering speed has already started in Baning Nest, could go down. It could be a 1 base all in. We'll wait and see. He might choose to do that just because he's lost that. Meanwhile, yeah, there we go. Baning Nest on its way. So this is a Ling Bling, pretty much 1 base all in, and I don't think that's a terribly bad move. Kane has still got units out here, but he's going to see all of these Zerglings come down. He has no idea about the Baning Nest. That's the important thing, but he has started his own Baning Nest now. Obviously, Zergling speed is 2/3 done. 10 more Zerglings on the way out for frostSwarm. Meanwhile, down here, the natural base up for Kane. He's building a spine crawler up on the high ground. I think that's a good move. He might need to actually get some more at some point. He's got his own Baning Nest coming down, but as you can see, Zergling speed about to kick in, and that is a very, very powerful upgrade. But Kane getting 10 Zerglings out now, 10 more from frostSwarm as well. Of course, this Overlord's scouting absolutely everything it needs to, everything that's coming out, and that means that there is a potential to defend it. But of course, the Baning Nest, not quite yet down, is at 2 seconds off, but this is going to be pretty close. The Banings need to morph near instantly, but of course, they're not. There we go. They are quite delayed, though. A good couple of seconds behind. And basically, if Swarm does defend this, does play this well, he could win. If he doesn't play well, he's going to flat out lose. 3 Banelings followed by 2 Baneling chains are always good. And, well, we've got some engagements going in, but those Banelings not connecting too well for the time being. Anyway, the Spine Crawler does go down, but now we've got Zerglings trying to go up against Banelings, and of course, that is never ever going to end too well. Trying to split them out. One Zergling goes down on one Baneling. That's always a good plus. Is another Baneling going to be able to fall? No, it stays alive with just 5 HP. This is really, really tense. Ling Bling is one of the reasons that Zerg players absolutely hate ZvZ, because it is so micro-intensive. We've got Zerglings going around literally everywhere, trying to pick off units as best they can. 2 Banelings detonate on just 3 Zerglings. This is good play by Swarm at the moment, who is forcing his opponent to lose an awful lot of unnecessary resources, which is always good. 3 Banelings go in there, and of course now all of the Banelings have been picked off, and Swarm is really here right for the taking. He picks off the final Baneling. The rest of his Zerglings do come in, and well, Kane is trying to get an awful lot of Zerglings in here, but he loses one Queen already. The second Queen gets completely surrounded. This is not looking too fun. Of course, more Zerglings coming in, but more Zerglings for Swarm as well. And well, this is pretty much over now. Kane has lost. He's got no more Zerglings there. The drones are there. They try and get a bit of engagement, of course. Over a big line like that, the Zerglings are just going to engage so well. And as you can see, the worker count dwindling. There is the Grats, and well, that was intense. My pulse rate is going, my goodness. That was pretty stressful, but I hope you did enjoy, everyone. If you did, please like the video, leave a cool comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you tomorrow for yet another new cast. Bye.